What's happening, everyone? JayShockblast here, and check it out. Today, the Rocksteady devs did a Q&A on their Discord, and I watched my man High Ruler kind of read it all and go through it live. And I kept up with the birthday boy Miller as he tweeted it live, and I'm going to go through and kind of recap some of the news that came out of this reveal. The gameplay in the background is going to be some of the gameplay I've already posted from my trip to California. Thank you to WB Games for flying me out there. So it's all kind of newish stuff that I got to do. In any event, this was actually something I think they should have streamed live. I think it's something that I understand they were able to kind of prepare all their answers, but lots of exciting, valuable information came out of this Q&A. The first thing I want to get into is what they dropped at the end, which is this image that you're going to see right now of the Joker's remastering of what looks to be the Daily Planet. There's a lot going on in this image. My buddy Tricks Ridiculous pointed out on the side of the building, you can kind of get our first look at the Joker in the game. You might be asking yourself, wait, I thought the Joker was dead in the Arkham universe. Well, it seems like we're going to be doing some multiversal stuff. It seems like Brainiac is going to be shifting things in and out of the place of Metropolis. I'm going to get into that a little bit in a moment. It sounds very cool, and it's going to make a lot of things make sense. And who knows, it might end up meaning we don't actually kill the Justice League. But more on that. So I'm kind of going out of order here. One of the biggest things I think that they talked about is what, I don't know what they're calling it, but it's sort of a Paragon system. Each member has their own unique talent tree with 3 slots, and each slot has 10 tiers on each, part. Once you reach level 30, though, your squad member will unlock squad talents, a shared group of upgrades between all squad members, regardless of level, with no caps. So you are going to be able to constantly gain XP to go through a pool through somewhat of a Paragon system that lots of games have done before. Avengers kind of did it towards the end. I believe I've seen people use the example of The Division having their Paragon system. And basically, you're going to be able to continuously make your squad members stronger over time by simply playing the game. And obviously, it's going to be a motivation to get your other squad members up to level 30 so they can all just be contributing at the maximum level. And this is awesome. Like, this gives you a reason to keep grinding, to keep playing, to get better loot, to get more XP, and to make your character stronger. So that is definitely something I think a lot of people are going to like. They talked about you can swap squad members at any time when you're playing by yourself. So if you start off playing Deadshot and you go out of combat, you can switch to Harley or Shark or whatever, all right? With 2 players, each player in the game gets their own bot that they can swap out at any time. With 3 players, the session leader gets the choice. And if you have 4 co-op buddies all together, you do have to go to the Hall of Justice in order to swap characters. There is a psyched up feature, which means that for each mission that you do, there is a specific squad member that is going to get psyched up for that mission. The example that they gave was Captain Boomerang doing missions for the Penguin. Because they have a past history, you get more XP. You get more, stuff for doing the mission as that character. This is cool. I mean, I know a lot of people are going to probably have main characters and want to, focus on them. For me, that right now is Deadshot. But also, I maxed out every single character in Avengers on both Xbox and PlayStation. I like to be versatile. I like to play as each of the characters, and I'm going to play as all 4 of the characters here. So obviously, if you want to level up as fast as possible, picking the character that is psyched up for the mission is going to be the best way to do it. But that's not all. When it comes to social features in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, there is something called Social Squad, and it sounds amazing. So say you're playing by yourself, you don't have anybody online, and you've got your characters, whatever. You actually have the option to pull in one of your friend's characters to play with you, and they will come into the game as your friend or whoever has them in their game at that moment in time, and they will basically play with you. Now, by doing that, you will actually be helping your friend, as when they log on the next time, they're actually going to get a little bit of loot and materials that you acquire during your playthrough. And you can do that for each character. And it doesn't even have to be somebody you know. You can literally take the person at the top of the leaderboard who is probably one of the stronger players in the game and pull their character into the game with you to help you out. This is amazing. Like, I know that I've seen people comment that this is something that Dragon's Dogma did with pawns, and I think this is fantastic. Obviously, you're going to want to pull in the JayShockblast Deadshot any chance you get. He's going to look sweet. He's going to have the best gear, and you're just going to basically help me get better when I'm hanging out and playing with my dog Thor. So I thought this was something that a lot of people got really excited about. Social Squad and whatever they're calling their Paragon System, amazing. Now, gear in this game is a little bit different. If you watched my video from when I went to the event in LA, I picked up on the fact that there is no weapon score. When you get a weapon, it's always going to be that weapon. You can use it forever, all right? But builds are important. There are different weapon types, different afflictions. The talent tree and weapon rarity will play a factor into which gun works the best. There are legendary, notorious, and infamy gear sets that are probably going to be the best pieces of gear that you're going to want to kind of keep with you as you play the game. But the big thing is, you find it, you love it, you keep using it, all right? So if you get a notorious sniper rifle like I did when I was playing as Deadshot, and it's really good and you really like it, you don't have to worry about getting rid of it when you get a level 30 version of it, you know what I mean? You're not necessarily grinding for a better score on your weapon. You are grinding for specific perks and specific gear types. That is what the fun of the loot system in Suicide Squad is going to be. So it sounds pretty cool. A lot of the Notorious and Infamy and Legendary gear is going to be themed around different villains from the DC universe. I know Bane is going to be one of the focuses early on in the game, and I know I got a Black Mask sniper rifle. I think I saw Bizarro has weapons and all sorts of stuff like that. Plus, Poison Ivy is going to be able to give you all sorts of different afflictions, freeze and fire and lightning and poison, whatever it may be. There's going to be lots of things that you can do with your gear throughout the course of the game to make it a lot better. And that is going to be your focus, not, min-maxing based on levels of weapons, and you can theoretically get a common weapon early in the game that you just like, and you don't have to worry about, going to level 30 if you don't find one that feels better. So that's kind of cool. I like that approach. Endgame is going to lean into mastery of character and builds. They did reveal two different forms of Endgame. One is the Killing Time mission, which sounds like it's a bit of a Horde mode. And then there are Incursion missions, which seem to sound like a Destiny Strike. And these mission types will have their own leaderboards. So I think one of the things they're really focusing on is the competitive nature of head-to-head. That is something that you'll notice in the HUD. In my gameplay on the side, there is a leaderboard amongst my session that Caboose was pretty much always winning. And, there you go. So those are some of the different end games. Not all of them. That's just what they're talking about now. And then, of course, they talked a little bit about free roam. Obviously, you can free roam around the city and find all sorts of different Easter eggs and stuff like that. The Riddler is back. When I got to play, I did see one Riddler mission in the sky. It seemed like it was a race, which scares the crap out of me because I hate races. There are also Riddler trophies and stuff like that. And then the map itself, it is a living map, okay? You are in Metropolis, but environmental changes can happen. You can actually change day-night, but also Metropolis itself will be constantly changing throughout the story and throughout the different seasons as Brainiac shifts the environments in and out of the playable area. So, we're talking about season 1, it sounds like, is going to feature the Joker, which we mentioned a little bit earlier, I think, with that map or that picture. So, could we be seeing Arkham Asylum or stuff from Arkham start to shift into Metropolis? Because if you think about Brainiac, I mean, we've done Brainiac a lot, so we should be pretty familiar with the way that Brainiac operates. He collects a lot of things, and some of those things are environments and worlds and whatever, and different people. And we saw in Lego Batman 3, for instance, a very Brainiac-heavy system where he's bringing different worlds into the world. So that was always pretty cool, I thought. And it seems like what he's going to be doing here. I think this is awesome. I think this is going to keep everything feeling a little bit fresh. It seems like basically Rocksteady has rated all your favorite looter shooter games, all your favorite live service games, all your favorite living games, if you will, and tried their best to incorporate all the things that these games did right. And I know that's not going to make it a Batman Arkham game, but like we're here. This is what we're getting. We're less than 3 weeks away, especially if you got the early access. This is the game it's going to be, and it sounds like it's going to be fun. I know a lot of people, this is not going to talk you off the ledge. This is not going to talk you into the game, and for those people, I really just hope that you, when the game does launch, maybe watch some people's live streams and see how they're enjoying it. Maybe watch some YouTube videos, especially mine, and maybe you'll change your mind, and maybe it'll go on sale eventually, and you'll get it then. Maybe you wait until it's $20. I think there's something there for everyone, and if not, oh well, what can you do? In any event, I think that's about everything that they covered. There were a lot of little things that you might want to dig through. Definitely go to Miller's feed if you want to read through all of the different comments yourself. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you.